bunch of idiots. And when I talk to them, so they are not talking to Tinubu because they were like, just probably nobody even gave them any attention. Then later they came back and said, oh, we'll take 450. Oh, no, they came back again and then said, no, we'll take 250. 250, last. We are not taking anything less than 250. Only for these criminals to send us this video after accepting 70,000 naira minimum wage. They cannot buy them a bag of rice.
Continua. Victoria. Asata. Triple star to the president. Bosa. Bosa. Bosa.
They were doing 3 bosa for the president. Bosa. 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 Then a liter of petroleum was being sold for 615 naira per liter. That's what they accepted, though. It's so ridiculous that a naira was being exchanged for 1,500 or so then. They came out and said, Tinubu don't promise them that it won't increase the petroleum price. It's like, how can this group of idiots be the leaders of workers in Nigeria? How? If somebody told you that they have removed subsidy, that means they do not have control over how much petrol is sold anymore. Marketers would have to sell what they get, what they buy. That's what what they bring to. That's what it means to say subsidy was gone, right? So if you go into a conversation with somebody and he says, well, if you want to take 250,000 naira, I'm going to increase the petrol price. Oh, why was there nobody inside that room to say, hey, excuse me, sir, Mr. President, please, what do you mean by if you pay us 250,000 naira minimum wage, you will increase petroleum price? You don't have power to increase anything. It's no longer is that not what you mean? What you meant by subsidy was gone? So why would you say that? Nobody said that. Rather, big bosa for the president.
Continua. Victoria. Asata. Triple star to the president. Bosa. Bosa. Bosa.
Bunch of idiots. A week after that, 3 bosa. Till this moment, so even though Tinubu don't sign minimum wage into law, they have not paid. According to him, it is being implemented in some places. We just want them to religiously pay it. What the heck is he talking about? That they said they will pay 70,000, 72,000, 71,000. Which worker has been paid? Ask all these workers in Nigeria. If you're a worker in Nigeria, raise up your hand. They don't affect minimum wage in your salary. Have they added it? Have you been paid minimum wage as part of your salary? Ever? Now, they signed it since May. And between that May and now, they have increased petroleum price 3 times. 3 times. Today, a liter of petroleum is over 1,300 naira per liter. And that's the cheapest. Some said in Lagos, for example, in Lagos, they are still buying it for 1,050 naira. 1,100 naira. Go outside Lagos. Because Lagos is where, once they import fuel, DANGOTE Refinery is in Lagos too, Abi. So once they import fuel, it will arrive in Lagos. And that is why Lagosians are lucky. There is not too much logistics involved. Here you get. But they are not really that lucky. Well, I will still say they are lucky. Shall I say they are lucky? Because if you ask the people in Osun, how much is a liter of petroleum in Osun right now? If they ever see it for 1,050 naira, they will be dancing. Meanwhile, that minimum wage is yet to be paid. Is yet to be paid. It is still coming. It's coming. It's coming. They handicap. They are waiting. Now their mama, the body, they go bury them. They go still pay us. We Some of you probably will never even get paid that money before Kibito Paedano. Some people are already dying. They are still waiting for the minimum wage. By the time they finally pay you the minimum wage, you will now realize that, if we even buy you a bag of rice, talk less of anything else. And what about the value of it? Totally gone. When Nigeria's minimum wage was 30,000 naira, around back then, it was exchanged for $86. In some cases, it's like a $79, $78, $79. 30,000 naira minimum wage. Now, 70,000 minimum wage is now $42. And if you progressed or you have retrogressed, no? T-Pain, lo ṣe yẹn. Thanks to T-Pain. Lórí Tinubu yìí, bàbá ẹ gbọ́ pé wá. On this T-Pain, bàbá ẹ gbà yín wá. This is also part of the, what do you call it? The Shege prayers that they kind of pray in Nigeria now. Lórí kọ́ọ̀lù yìí, bàbá ẹ gbọ́ pé wá. On top this T-Pain, Baba, Anike, you accept our praise, accept our thanks. You have an economy that has become so depreciated, destroyed. Listen to this lady.
Yesterday, I conducted a little experiment. Kafin mana somewhere an ƙara kuɗin mai na. So sai na je wurin irin mai abinci haka. Say I bought food. I wanted to know irin nawa suke sai da abinci. It was 1,000. Irin yar shinkafa ce haka da miya da nama. 800 ne inda nama 1,000. To, mutum nawa yake making? A rana, this like local setup ko kuma local setting zan ce irin masu dan ƙananan sana'a. I expected to su kashe at least 1,000 kullum. A wata 30,000 kenan. Minimum wage is 70k. That's like money for like 2 meals a day. So like ina sai sa kan sha kasar nan jama'a. Ba sai da kun san wata voice of bazawara irin kaman irin yanda Fauzari Suleiman irin helping the needy and stuff like that. Da naga bidiyon yarinya nan sai ne kuka ta ma warke. Amma da na gani ko na dade a daki ina kuka shekaran jiya ne. Wata yarinya ce irin tana da kidney problem, kusan mutum na da kidney issue sai kaga ya kumbura. Yarinyar nan ta kumbura suka je asibitin. To ba su da kuɗi admission. Suka fito suka tsaya a hara kuma daga Jigawa suke. I think a Kano ne. Ba su da kuɗin admission, ba su da kuɗin komawa Jigawa. Su haka suka zauna a harabar asibitin har sai da Allah ya yi this voice of Bazawara people suka ganta suka taimaka mata. How many people are on that table? How many mutane nawa ne that they don't get lucky organizations su gan su taimaka musu? How many of them? Lamarin Nigeria akwai tsoro sosai.
Don't ask me what she said that much, okay? The thing is, she's making a video inside the car. It's not a CNG car. She can still afford to fuel that car. It's tough. So, she cooked for her family or cooked for people. And if minimum wage is 70,000 and it costs her 35,000, which means it can only provide maybe 2 days meal. So somebody will get car. Doesn't matter if she's the owner of the car or her parents are the owner of the car or her husband. It doesn't matter. What happened is that he is still here. She's not here yet. Okay, I don't pray that she gets here, right? But I'm just saying that she belongs to the people here. We never we never park their car, begin the trek. And I hope she won't get to that stage because that's not even like a wish or a prayer. The situation is that organizations are cooking to serve people and give them food. But there are not, it's not everyone that is so lucky to have any organization to give them food. This man put it more succinctly.
First and foremost, the word is not trickle down. The word, in my estimation, is flawed down. Flawed. It's not trickle. Well, coming to your question, we are as confused as you are, but we are pained that the government has not found a solution to this problem. And it is its own making. Had government chosen to deal with the crime or the criminal content of subsidy, we would not have found ourselves where we are. On May 29, 2023, Mr. President said subsidy was gone. From then, we have been climbing up. So what happened? It tells you that government's approach has been patently faulty, and government has been too arrogant to accept this fact. So we are sliding into a sinking hole. That is what is happening, and we are not happy about this. If you look at the magic, even if we are to look at this from the perspective of market, here we have a private company, NNPC Company Limited, fixing prices for other entities. Where does that happen? Here we have a private company, NNPC, projecting itself as a hegemon, as a monopoly, hegemonic a monopoly. This is not right. We have antitrust laws, we have other related issues to deal with this. And I mean, for goodness sake, NNPC has no business announcing these things. So you can see there is something patently wrong, and nobody is ready to tell us the truth. First and foremost, the word is not trickle down.
So it is true that Tinubu and his gang, you may think that they made mistake and they are not admitting their mistake when it comes to when he made that pronouncement that subsidy was gone, even though subsidy is not gone. Today, his family members are smiling to the bank. His relatives and associates, they are cashing out big time. So some of you will think it was a mistake, that maybe he should reverse it. Now you still no get out. Whatever you are facing in Nigeria today is completely intentional. And this is just the beginning. So this afternoon, I read it somewhere that APC said, no, Tinubu is not going to change his policy. All of you have to get used to it. It's called reform. Reform. In the next few years, you are going to be grateful to Tinubu about this reform. Same way they told you that you are going to be grateful to Bokwari about his reform. He's fighting corruption and all that nonsense they told you about Bokwari. So if you all think there is any mistake anywhere, if it be your brain where they do mistake, right, that is a jumping gap. Tinubu and his gang, they are on the right track. Whatever you see is what you get. So you can live in your delusion of maybe he made a mistake or he has wrong advisors. Some are even saying, now the advisors, now them, all these advisors, they Share lucky. Can't bonnet, share lucky. Go bonnet, show lucky. Here is somebody who is a member of the oil marketers in Nigeria who said they were deceived into importing fuel to Nigeria by the NNPCL. Look at that scam. Before these rogues, NNPC, Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation, that was the name. Then this rogue came in. The head of NNPC, was a GMD, Group Managing Director of NNPC. It is a civil service, or what do you call it? It's a civil service position. Only for them to turn it around and say they are now private company. Private company. What the heck? And they now have shareholders. What? Who turned you to a private company? Who are the shareholders? So it's no longer Nigeria. God damn it, man. So they now turn it into a racket. A pure criminal racket. And you are watching them. They now call him GCEO. I think they don't call them GMD anymore. Melek Yari is now called something like maybe a GCEO or something. CEO. But this one said they kind of misled them. That is why this issue of high price in petroleum is, oh God.
NNPC have just adjusted their price. They are selling 998 naira. And the rumor we are getting today, and not even a rumor, it has been confirmed by our national president, that they are going to sell premium metal spirit to us at 1,040 naira, depending on the ice depot you are going to load from. If you are loading from Port Harcourt, you are going to buy the product ice depot 1,045 naira. And they are selling 998 naira in their filling station. How is this economy deregulated? How are they placing the horse before the cart? So we are the independent marketers, we are confused. And after our today's meeting, we are going to take a serious drastic action to see how this menace is being curtailed. Because it is a clear-cut way of pushing out of the business, or we being at their mercy. We just paid money to NNPC airporter some few weeks ago. Those products have not been loaded. Now, a new price. They are not expecting us to go and borrow money again, another extra 20 to 15 million naira. Some are going to put over 30 million naira, 100 million naira to be able to get this product out of their portal. Well, when this deregulation was announced, most of our members was deceived. A lot of our members, Emma, Deb, and all the rest of them, they were all deceived to go and import petroleum product. By the time they came back, they can't be able to go back again, because all the charges, hidden charges, ghost charges, and all the rest of them that was muddled up with that importation frustrated them. And all of them, they were eager to import. They can't even find dollar. They can't even get discounted dollar. The issue is that they must go to the primary market to go and get dollar. And before they can be able to get the dollar to be able to buy such amounts of petroleum product, you know what it takes. So those who ventured into it came back woefully, and they couldn't try it again. There was no government backup. There was no government incentives. You know, there was no banks that can be able to uptake such a thing. I was even surprised that NNPC were being given product on credit, that their suppliers are supplying them on credit. We have tried as much as possible to bring in investors to see how we can be able to import our own products. But because of the dilapidated and back and front policies of the federal government in terms of this implementation of the PIA, we are low. There is no way you can do something in this country that you will not look at those who are strategically located in this business. Now, when Dangote rolled out, he said he rolled out 300 trucks. 300 trucks is going to where? How? The roads are bad. Are you talking about the filling station in Kafanchan? We have filling station there. We are in this country. Mention one place in this country that independent market that doesn't have filling station. We have filling station in Buguma. We have filling station in Afibo. We have filling station in Daranacha. There is no place in this country. We don't see independent marketers, full established filling station. So why don't you give us that opportunity to serve this country? Why don't you give us that opportunity to offtake this product? Let the real competition begin.
Very well
I
said.
can remember vividly when product was available, was adequate. NNPC was selling 195. We're independent marketers. We are selling 192, 193. We are dashing caps and soap in our filling stations. Our pump attendants were even dancing for customers. Now, the issue of availability has been conquered. Dangote has said it clearly that it's going to supply products that this country will consume. And we applauded that. So where is the product? And
Maybe look on, don't turn, maybe look on. Yorubas are screaming, Hausas are crying, Igbo brothers are saying, don't blame them. Igbos have been discriminated. Even food don't turn to gold in Nigeria. Kidnapping, lucrative business in Nigeria. Imagine saying your grandchildren where they kidnap. By now, your soldiers for don't scatter Nigeria. How come a man won't get money for ransom when they kidnap him, his wife and his children? After everything, now kill, they go kill them. See, as Naira, they fall against dollar. Emilokon, don't turn to Ebilokon. And you say make we sacrifice for Nigeria. 7 billion to renovate your residence. 15 billion for your traveling allowance. That's not for you and your only vice president. 40 billion for Asurok maintenance. 5 billion for food and refreshment. 100 of millions for dogs and animals. Meanwhile, hunger they kill Nigerians. What did Nigerians do to warrant this treatment? Even Gary, they no fit afford for the family. Tinubu government blame Buhari. Buhari government blame Jonathan. Hunger day, people they die. This one don't pass jaga jaga. Oh, Emilokon, OTD Emilokon, Baba Emilokon, Edaku Ebi power. Emilokon, OTD Emilokon, Baba Emilokon, Edaku Ojetiwo. Tinubu was APC party leader during Mr. Buhari Jaga Jaga government. Why didn't you help Buhari to solve the problem? Debt under Buhari, 77 trillion. No proof of any positive transformation. Unborn children ain't go pay for this evil. You know, say Buhari was incompetent, but you still bring him to destroy Nigeria. Paddy government, now you are the president. Since Buhari don't destroy Nigeria, I hope say you go feel bring him to judgment. Emefiele printed 23 trillion within 8 years under Buhari government. $6 million for election observers. They say somebody forged Buhari's signature. Now lie, Buhari signed that document, period. Where our refineries, where una promise to fix. I been a Dangote refineries would they depend on how much una don't make from removal of subsidies. Since una don't they sell fuel for 600 per liter. People they sell their properties to feed their families. Meanwhile, you and your cronies they buy more properties. Shout out to Labour chairman, una well done. If the government say they no fit pay 65k, then make them pay senator and rep 65k. Make all of us they enjoy the suffering and smiling. What you give is what you deserve. Ojoro no day. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Shout out to very black dark man. Where our daddy, Pastor Adeboye. During good luck, Jonathan, your voice was so loud. You even vow to stage a 1 million match. Hunger and hardship under Tinubu government. You say Nigeria gets spiritual problem. Baba, we need your 1 million disciples to protest against President Tinubu government. Just the way you protest against President Jonathan. Daddy, I be leg don't depend your disciples. Fact, this is a very big hypocrisy. It's time for you to speak the truth to power. Because hunger won't kill Nigerians. Tinubu government blame Buhari. Buhari government blame Jonathan. Hunger day, people they die. This one don't pass jaga jaga. Oh, Emilokon, OTD Emilokon, Baba Emilokon, Edaku Ebi power. Emilokon, OTD Emilokon, Baba Emilokon, Edaku Ojetiwo.
Continua. Victoria. Asata. 3 stars to the president. Bota! Bota! Bota!
When Idris sang that song, a liter was 610 naira. I right. It has doubled and tripled now. And that was just 5 months ago or 6 months ago. It's not 1 year ago, just a few months ago, that song came out. Today now, I don't know what Idris is going to sing. By December, maybe it will become a 1,800 naira per liter. Around that time, maybe Idris will just enter studio and just begin to cry. Because I don't know what he's going to sing. During Obasanjo's time, he sang Jaga Jaga, Nigeria, Jaga Jaga, everything scatter, scatter. Poor man, they suffer, suffer. Now, it took about 10 to 15 years after Obasanjo to sing Emi Lokan, OTD Lokan. And within the space of a few months now, everything done red. But this one still they talk about profit that marketers will make from Dangote Refinery. Aye.
Rufai, thank you very much. A very important question you asked. I'll tell you the game NNPC is playing. NNPC says they are the sole buyer to the Dangote Refinery because, of course, they are the state oil company in Nigeria. Now, NNPC is making a profit on the stock that they sell to the marketers, independent marketers. And I dare tell you that at the rate they are selling